James Blanes, thank you for joining me on my show today. We have this beautiful wine from Pasqua. This is Romeo Juliet PassioneSentimento Veneto Rosso wine, 2017 vintage. Stay tuned, I'll tell you more about this beautiful wine. So I love the quality of this wine. I think it's a beautiful wine. I think it's a beautiful packaging and great story. So let me show you the label up close. I like the marking here, Romeo and Juliet, on the neck here. So this is a picture of the Casa de Juliet in Verona, where I've fortunately been able to visit. Back label for you to look at here, 2017 vintage. Now, you can see this looks like graffiti, but if you go there, you're probably not going to see all this imagery. You'll see a lot of people post notes onto the wall for their passion and their loves in their lives. And it's a really touching thing. I love seeing it. I love being there. And Verona is just such a beautiful city, very easily walkable, and something that I just find to be absolutely an intriguing place and a headquarters, if you will, for many beautiful producers. And that's where Vin Italy is year over year, except this year, unfortunately. So for me, this gives that very representative viewpoint of a Veneto Rosso wine. The smell is very intriguing on this wine, but first of all, let me tell you about the three grape varieties on this wine. So you have Merlot, you have Cortina, as well as Corvina. Now, two of these wine grapes are going to go through a drying method, so you cannot call this a Passionamento. I believe the producer calls this a Passionamento wine. And the reason is it's a designation only for the Amarone della Valpolicella region in those wines. Now, what makes this different is you have Merlot. So Merlot at 40% is something that's not going to be an Amarone wine. So 40% Amarone, 30% Cortina, and 30% Corvina. So I'm not going to say that this is an Amarone wine because it's not, but it has those similarities in terms of, say, the drying process. The Merlot and the Corvina are dried on mats, and that's in a frutaio. And the frutaio would be where you dry grapes, and it's done for 30 days. So it loses about 30% of its mass, concentrating flavors. So it's not an ice wine, it's not going to be dessert wine, it's a dry wine, and it's going to be a really distinctive characterization there. So I think that's a really nice aspect to this wine. So 2 out of the 3 have that experience, and so it really makes for a very pleasant, beautiful, both on the scent characterization as well as a palate. So this is going to be fermented in stainless steel tanks for 20 days between 25 and 28 degrees Celsius. Now, maturation is in large cherry barrels and for 3 months. So and afterwards, the grapes are blended after fermentation, and then they are going through a malolactic fermentation. It's a really beautiful, characteristic wine. I think the quality of this wine is amazing. So this is a 14% ABV wine, $16 suggested retail price point, which I think is a really good price point for this unique wine. You can enjoy this with a variety of dishes, pizza, pasta, the usual charcuterie plates with cheeses. It's very easy to enjoy. It's a lovely experience. So on this, notes of cherry, lavender, a bit of spice box notes, and red floral characteristics. Gorgeous. And next, the palate characterization. Semi-vitreous colorization, so it's not going to be completely something you see through, but that mid-violet coloration, which I think is absolutely beautiful. So it's a beautiful palate experience. So red cherry notes on this, a bit of savory spices, thyme, and pepper notes. So this wine is a 92-point wine out of 100 points. So if you don't find it in your particular wine merchant, ask them to bring it in. And it's a lovely, great, fantastic, beautiful wine. One to enjoy, again, with simple foods. Very easily likable, and really beautiful, gorgeous wine. So let's stay connected. I'm on a variety of social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress. So my podcasts are published on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. I'll put more information on this producer down below. Questions and comments can be listed there. The like button's there, as well as a subscribe button. So please hit that button and see the latest videos that I'm producing. Thank you for watching today. Let's stay connected, and I'll see you in the next video. Salute.